You're listening to WJHS 91.5, The Eagle. Welcome to Media in the Making, a podcast where we look at the evolution of media from the 1600s all the way to present day 2022. In this podcast series, we ask, how have different forms of media evolved and changed culture? Media in the Making, where media and culture are always changing. Now let's take a step back in time.
Have you ever listened to music, made a phone call, and Googled something from the same device? Before 2007, it wasn't possible to do everything from one device. Today's topic is looking at the creation of the iPhone and its impact on community and culture. My name is Mackenzie, and I'm here with Caden and Kyle to show you the facts.
I was recently on an FFA trip to Lincoln, Nebraska, where the only way for me to stay in contact with my family was to text or call. Yet when we got to the airport on our way home, I left my phone in the van. This led to some issues on the way home. For the rest of the day, I couldn't contact my family, listen to music between flights, or find my flight information. Suddenly, without my phone, I couldn't do anything.
So, three things: a widescreen iPod with touch controls, a revolutionary mobile phone, and a breakthrough internet communications device. An iPod, a phone, and an internet communicator. An iPod, a phone. Are you getting it? These are not three separate devices. This is one device.
Having a way to make a phone call, listen to music, and watch videos and all access the internet from one device makes life much easier for people of all ages. Something this easy brought together the young, the elderly, and the disabled, which is why more than 6 million of the original iPhone was sold within the first year.
This many people trying something new, it was only a matter of time before it started to change the world around us. Suddenly, the iPhone became the remote to our lives. The iPhone was at least 5 years ahead of its time. The advancements in the touchscreen, camera, and access to third-party apps made this the phone everyone wanted.
Third-party apps weren't originally on the iPhone. It started with an app to text, check the weather, check your email, look at stocks, and look at the calendar. It wouldn't take long before people could access apps like Facebook and other social media. The iPhone not only bringing people together and changing the way people talked, but it made apps like Facebook and YouTube more popular.
The camera on the iPhone allowed people to take and share pictures of their kids. Within 4 years of it being created, photography went from being more than just a job to a hobby, with over 400 billion pictures taken.
The iPhone not only offered more advancements in technology, but it stayed around for recent advancements. As the iPhone continued to be used by people, changing their everyday lives, no longer were they using maps to get from place to place. Instead, they used their phones. Writing letters became a thing of the past because they could simply send a text. iPods and MP3 players were no longer used because music and videos could all be accessed from your phone. If you're looking up a new recipe, you don't have to sit down in front of a computer. Instead, you can do it on your phone, at the store, or anywhere.
Leaving his phone in Nebraska limited Caden in so many ways. Instead of taking pictures of clouds and sights that we saw, he could only have his memory. He may not have been able to post his adventures on social media or do any of the stuff that we consider to be part of our everyday lives. But once he got his phone back, everything went back to normal. Texting, calling, and taking pictures, and doing everything virtually. This has been the overview of the original iPhone and how it's impacted culture.
Media in the Making is brought to you by WJHS 91.5 and the Eagle Tech Academy Mass Media classes. Media in the Making, teaching you about the evolution of media throughout history and the effects on culture. For more from the students and this podcast series is on 91.5 website, WJHS915.org. Thank you for joining us.